Good morning. Hello, everybody. How's it going? Woo! Folks, we've got a winter Armageddon coming. Yep. Seems like every year there's a storm that comes through, whether it's winter or a tornado or something. Every year it's this one's bigger, better, and worse than before. 100-year flood or something, you know what I mean? So, look, I know that when I tell you how cold it's supposed to get here in a few days, you're going to say, yeah, about that global warming. Just because somebody used a stupid term, well, that doesn't make it not true, okay? Is it global warming? Not here. But if it warms up in places like in the North Pole or the South Pole, well, that changes things for us. Imagine how that works. So it's not global warming. It's more of a climate change. And if you don't think climate change is real, I'm not sure you're very real. Because the weather nowadays is a crazy. We've got forecasted. I'll try to post something in. I don't know if I'll get to or not. But the weather for here, we are supposed to get anywhere from 1 to 14 inches. Now, there's a big discrepancy between 1 and 14 inches, which tells me they don't have a clue. And if you listen to them, you can tell they don't have a clue, because all they want to talk about is how, oh, this is the big one. This is the big one. I've never seen nothing like this. So they don't have a clue what it's going to do. We're definitely going to get something. You can feel it in the air. As my wife would say, my legs hurt. Anyway, it's going to do something. I've never seen 14 inches of snow, I don't think, in my life. So, you know, that'll be interesting. Wow. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. I seen some feathers here on the ground, and I thought, well, something's got my chicken, so I had to make sure they weren't chicken feathers. They weren't. But anyway, back to what I was saying. I've never seen 14 inches, so that'll be something. 12 inches would probably be something around here, to be honest with you. But the biggest factor is going to be while it's snowing and after it's snowing is the temperatures. They're talking like it's going to be down at least 0, a couple nights below 0. And with that kind of snowfall and those kind of temperatures, that's just that's a recipe for disaster down here in the south. So we're going to have a look-see. I'm going to try to keep y'all updated if I can. Most of the snow, though, I think is supposed to fall at night, so may not be able to see it while it's doing it. I don't know. But yeah, that's what we got coming. The winter Stormageddon. So that's what I'm kind of doing today, is getting things around and trying to make sure things are halfway winterized, so I don't have to get out when it is 0 degrees and do it. You know what I mean? I'm adulting. That's what I'm doing. I'm trying to do some adulting. We'll see y'all in a bit. Well, that's a no-go on the Snowpocalypse, okay? Yeah, that's a no-go on the Snowpocalypse. Oh, look at here. You catch? Huh? Oh, you caught a bird. Well, birdie shouldn't have been trying to get in the coopy coop. Anyway, Snowpocalypse didn't happen. Nope. I am trying to get a little bit of snow off of this roof. Trying to do this and make good quality content's not the easiest thing in the world. But anyway, they missed it. They missed it by a long shot. Don't get me wrong, I don't blame the weatherman. He can't, I mean, yeah, his job is to predict the weather, but I mean, come on. It's kind of like predicting the future, ain't it? I'd say they get it right more often than they get it wrong. But a snowpocalypse it is not. Right now it is like 6 degrees out here though. Very cold. With a wind chill of about -7. We might have 2 inches of snow on the ground. Maybe. Now, don't get me wrong, it's still snowing, and from the looks of things, it's probably going to snow the rest of the day. But it didn't start when they thought it was going to, and I don't believe it is snowing as hard as they thought it was going to as well. So I don't think we're going to get near what they thought we was. And saying that though, they were only half wrong, because they said it was going to be cold, 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 and it is. It is very cold. Now they said it was going to start last night about 10 o'clock. And I had insomnia. So I pretty much stayed up late last night watching YouTube live videos of the storm coming, tracking it from Oklahoma to here, and it did not get here till about 2 o'clock in the morning. And so that's a long ways from 10, you know what I'm saying? And they talked like it was going to go, you know, going to be snowing for so long, so hard that, well, it ain't snowing very hard, as you can tell. I mean, it's snowing, but come on now. Come on, guys. This ain't that bad. And it's that dry, because it's so cold. It's that dry snow, you know what I mean? So it don't stick to nothing. But I knew I was going to have to do this. Didn't figure I'd have to do it as often. But one or two flakes gets on here and the master gardener starts getting a little nervous. And you know, it's better for me and her if I just do it, you know. If I just come out here and do it. I'd worry more about it if it was a wet snow, but with it being dry snow, it's not heavy at all. It looks heavy because the tarp is loose. You know, it's got the sags, but not too bad. And it's you can't tell it, and I would zoom in on it, but I'm afraid it would probably zoom on the wire. But I've got a warming plate on the bottom of that dog bow. That is a electric dog. Let me see if I can turn it around here. That is an electric dog bow, but the electric ran out of it a long time ago. So there's a warming plate under that we've got plugged in, and like I said, it's -7, 6 degrees out here, and that is doing great. That's doing real good. So hey, everything's working as it should, and that's fantastic. Love it when things are working as they should. We didn't let anybody out today except the ducks. I mean, don't get me wrong, we just, we opened the door there on the showgirls. I'm sorry, showboys. I don't want to hurt their feelings. But as you can see, they're staying in because it's cold. And the little Cochin Bantams, their door's open. But they're not, no, they're not coming out. Now the gypsies, the Polish, they're supposed to be pretty acceptable to cold weather. Not like it at all. And be dangerous for them and all that. So we didn't let the big chickens out, but we did crack open the tunnel door to where they can go outside. And I know you can't really see them in there, but they've been in and out. Seem to be enjoying it, actually. Yeah, they seem to be enjoying it, actually. And I had to come out and replace a. Well, I didn't have to replace it. My cameras are solar power, and as you can tell today, there ain't no solar happening. So, oh yeah, the one that's inside the chicken coop, it went out late last night, and no batteries. So I had a power deck that I can plug in to keep an eye on the chickens, and I come out here to plug that in. I may have to crawl up there and do some work on that one, because it shouldn't be that loose. And that one's not holding a good charge. But anyway, everything's working as it should. Yeah. The ducks don't mind at all. Now, I don't see them walking around out here, but they're not. Well, I'll take that back. I know I seen one a while ago, and I guess the rest of them are all in their little duck house here. They're like, nah, bruh, that's cold on my feet. That is cold on my feet. And I get it. I understand. My feet aren't cold, but my phalanges, my fingers is cold. But other than that, I hope that you guys have survived the snow apocalypse. I haven't looked at the weather this morning as far as to seeing anybody around us who got what and where and all that. But right here at the farm, at Little Nuts Farm, not too bad. Not too bad at all. It's going to do this the rest of the day, but I'll just tell you, if it just keeps doing this the rest of the day, not an issue. Not an issue, except for the cold. Got to make sure, no pipes freeze and things like that. Whew. Bougie bougie. All right, folks, I'm going to go check my camera, I guess, and make sure all that's working, and let my fingers thaw out. We'll check back in with you, folks. Bougie bougie. They ain't even enough here yet to make some good snow cream. You know what I mean? They just ain't. We'll catch back up with you guys a little bit later, and we'll check on this snowpocalypse.